What's up, everybody? My name is Parker Immense.
My name's Danny Ferrari.
And we are Excellent Sound. This is DJ Snake, Tchami, Malaa. Let's go.
Yo,
Wait a
before
second.
we get started,
I wanna know one thing.
I want to know one thing. Got a little bit more time left. What's up, everybody?
I never did that before.
We are back.
We're back.
We got some super huge remakes for you.
Ooh, big remake.
Yes, it is. I think it's still house month, even though we're
It's
past
house
a month.
year.
It's house year, you guys. We came out with a new sample pack called In Your House, full of house madness.
100 presets, 100 Serum presets, over 500 house samples.
Catch your breath.
No.
We got you,
No,
dude.
I'm going to pass out
We're
live.
okay.
I'm going to pass
Blacking
out.
out.
Right here.
Yeah, we've got a ton of cool stuff going on. We got contests, we got Patreon, we got some really cool stuff, but we'll tell you all about that later.
Go check out In Your House in the link down description below.
There it is.
If you want stuff like this, you know it.
If you want to sound like DJ Snake, Tchami, and
Tchami.
Malaa,
Malaa.
let's go. Get the
Malaa.
pack. It's got
People
tons
get
of cool
mad.
stuff in there.
People get mad when we fuck up the
I
names.
don't know.
bro.
I don't know what
or we
they're going
don't
to say to
mention
me.
people.
Yeah, everybody.
Melania
who's
Trump.
your guys'
Let's
favorite
get-
out of all three of them? Made in France.
Made in France.
But yeah, so let's get into it. We got some really cool stuff here. We got some nice drums. I'll go to this part.
Oh, yeah.
Like that loop. It's a really nice loop.
I'll
we
start
got-
dancing again.
Oh no, we can't have that.
No, okay.
We can't have that.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah, we got some nice drum loops. We got some sick basses. We're gonna actually go over this sound right here.
Great sound.
Yeah, I think this is super, super heavy. And then there's one more sound in like the drop C. We're not gonna really go over that one, but we'll tell you how to get it a little bit later.
Yeah, so make sure you guys are subscribed and make sure you smash a like on this video for us.
Super sick, like saturated sub.
Make sure you
Let's
guys
go
go
for it.
support DJ Snake. Did he drop a new album?
Yeah, but I think it was a little bit. I think it was a little bit ago.
Support DJ Snake,
Tchami,
and
Malaa.
Malaa. He's gonna hate us. Malaa.
We love Malaa.
Malaa.
Malaa. Sick producers. All three of them
Night
are
bass. Let's
super
hit it.
crazy. Yeah, night bass, baby. So let's get into it. This is what it sounds like without any processing or anything.
Yo, before we get started, I want to know one thing.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Some cool tech house or something.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm gonna get annihilated for that too. Tech house. Cool. So let's jump in. So we got Serum going on. We're gonna start with oscillator A. We're gonna go to analog, and we are gonna go to B-sod _square.
B-sod.
And then we're gonna turn the random all the way down. And then I think we're going to turn the wave table position all the way up. And then the level is going to be all the way down to like 6, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, 6. And then we're going to do bend minus.
Don't even move it.
And we're going to do like -1, I think.
Yeah,
Just
how
a
is
little
it
bit, right?
-1?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's
I
going
like it, though.
minus. Yeah. Let's hear that. Let's hear how that sounds.
Oh, because we got
Okay.
no sub
Yeah,
yet.
we don't have any sub yet. So let's add the sub. And
We might just hear sub.
yeah.
That's kind of nice.
Pretty
Huh.
sick. Okay, cool. So that's it for the oscillators. Now we're going to add a filter. We're going to go to multi, and we're going to do PN12. Where is it? PN. There it is. Boom. PN12. We're going to go to the cutoff, and we're going to go to 1389. Oh, wait, here. Let's do as key tracking on.
Yes.
Yeah.
You might as
We're
well
gonna go
type
to-
that bad boy in.
Yeah, what is it?
1389. Great year.
1389. Boom. All right, we're gonna do resonance 2. I'm just gonna type all of them in. 58%.
Yeah, I would.
And drive is gonna be where it is, and this frequency knob is gonna be at 29%. We're just gonna be making some notches in there. There it is, and then mix is gonna be all the way up. Now let's hear that. It's really hard to hear because it's a really low frequency, but pretty cool. All right, let's go to the effects. We got distortion EQ. We got a bunch of cool stuff on here. Let's start with the distortion. We got diode 1, and then we have mix all the way up. We got drive to about 40%. Let's hear that.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Getting a little bit of life.
Yeah.
And then we got a
Yeah.
we added an EQ at 2996 hertz. The Q is at 60%. Gain is at 9 dB. And then for the other side, we got frequency at 5955 hertz, Q at 12 o'clock, and gain at 14.2. Giving that little bit of notch right there in the mids. And then we got some hyper to spread her out. Got mix at 18%. Mix is at 31. We've been really liking this hyper dimension on the basses lately.
Yeah.
Super fun for house. And then finally, to cap her off, we did multi-band compressor to obviously activate the sound. We got the threshold at minus 12.4 dB. We got the ratio at 4:1. We got the attack at 90 milliseconds and release at 90.1. And then we have the gain at 9.9 dB and mix all the way up. And then last, before we get to the post-processing, let's go to the envelope, and we're going to change the attack to 48 milliseconds.
48.
I'm just going to type this in. Let's do it. Kermodes.
Kermodes.
Yeah, dude.
Haven't
And
said that
then,
in a while.
yeah, and then sustain.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. 15.
And
A little slower. Yeah, and then we're going to put the sub to direct out.
Not going through the effects.
Yeah.
There we
That's
go.
a really nice mix.
And I think we got some stuff over here, too.
Where?
Because it's a bass.
Oh, yeah. We want to keep it on mono. And then the portamento, we're going to put it to 9 milliseconds.
Always.
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 Magical 9. Get that nice glidey effect. Woo!
Yeah.
Cool. And then now before we get to the post-processing.
Before we get started.
Before we get started. That was too good. If you guys want this project file, go to our Patreon. We have a YouTube tier. We're giving away tons of different project files, but this one is on there. We do one project file a week on there. I think it's $10 a month. And once you join, you guys can get all the project files for
the
year.
last year.
It's been
all
a
the
year now,
videos,
huh?
yeah.
Since Patreon. Yeah, so that's a killer deal, you guys. Even if you wanted to do just 1 month, you get a full year's full of project files. But you guys are going to want to stay because we got some crazy stuff coming for you. And yeah, what else?
All the drum samples are in there. All the presets that we're not necessarily showing in this, the subs, everything is going to be in there, and the project file itself.
Yeah, and you guys are also going to get the drop C sound, which is another really sick preset / rack. Got a bunch of cool stuff on there. And yeah, let's jump into the post-processing before we get too crazy. So first, what we did is we put a nice amp on it. There's a cool preset called Bass Roundup. And it's kind of like a more...
I love this preset.
Yeah, it's a really nice preset for basses. Boost of the mids and volume's at 7%, and we're keeping it in mono output. But you can also do it stereo if you wanted to
Sounds good
spread
too,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. And then next up, we have an auto filter. And we're actually automating the frequency range, and it's going down, and I think we have an automation lane on the first note, and then on a couple of them just to get it all flexing, you know?
Yeah, we put it on a macro there in the rack for that. It's in the download description below.
Oh, yeah, exactly, if you guys want that. And then now we have an OTT. I think this is default. We pulled up the mids a little bit, and then we put the output to 10 dB just to kind of back it up. And we threw an erosion up here. Nice wide Q. We put it on noise, and we put it in the higher range. Kind of hear that fuzz. and then we put it to 50%.
Basically adding everything to take it all away again.
Exactly, yeah. And then we have another hyperdimension on this guy, and we're putting the mix to about 30%. We got the rate at 40%, detune at 25%, and then we kept the mix at 23%. You got to be careful with hyperdimension, but we really like it. Sometimes it gets a little phasey if you put too much. So you got to find it like a cool balance.
Yeah, it's nice.
So in this case, it's phasey, but in kind of a cool way. And then after that, we did some carving with the EQ. For the second band, we pulled up 40 hertz just to get a nice bass. We found that bass fundamental, and then we took out all that mud in this range over here around 167. This is where everybody hates this range. You just want to usually suck this out for like a lead sound.
Especially if you're like layering it.
Exactly, yeah.
The sub,
this is where everything lives right here. So if you want something to stick out, you got to pull this out right here. And then we boosted 1.38, a nice wide Q, and then we took away some highs. And then next up, we did another one. To get that really nasally sound, we found another fundamental right there, pulled out some of that gunk, and then we boosted a little bit the lows a little bit more. And we're just using our ear for that. And then we used our favorite compressed room reverb. And we did a nice wet dry chain and found a nice balance. Doing all this automation right there.
Turn that bad boy on, dude.
Yeah.
If you don't have Ableton, you can do a lot of this stuff in your stock DAW. I mean, it's just basically a guitar amp and some OTT.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the point that we do. We always use stock plugins to show you guys that it's always possible to do it in whatever program you're using.
Yeah, Ableton's the best though.
Yeah, Ableton's definitely the best. And then almost done. We have one last overdrive, super wide Q, and we pulled the dry wet down to 20%. And we focused on that one point, that nasally sound right there, drive at 47%. And then to cap it off, we did another EQ. And we're always focusing on those like very fundamental frequencies, like right here, 323. If you want to hear that. So
the main part of the sound right there.
Yeah, it's super, super fun. And we took out a lot of the highs, and this is how it sounds. Woo! And we realized we got this pretty close. Like ours is pretty knocking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This isn't even mastered or anything. It's pretty loud. Pretty crazy sound. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, give us a like, give us a sub, tell your producer friends, download the free preset.
Yep.
Tell everybody about us. And if you guys want really sick house sounds, go grab our pack in your house. If you want to sound like Malaa, Tchami,
and
DJ Snake.
Snake.
Yeah, all those house dudes. We got tons of cool stuff in there. On Instagram, we're being a lot more active on there. We got Danny making funny faces. Yeah.
Get this fucking fly out of my face.
Get the fly out of here. Killing flies on Instagram.
Sorry.
Contests.
I'm on Instagram.
Yeah, join us on Instagram. We got a ton of cool stuff. We're doing giveaways. I think we gave away 15 packs already on there. So go follow us if you haven't.
Yeah.
And let's ride it out.
Make sure you subscribe, smash the like button.
We said it already, didn't we?
Okay. Wait, before we get started. Okay, before. We'll see you guys in the next one. Hey, I gotta know something.
Before we get started, I want to know
what?
one thing.